did take my phone out of my pocket. Good.
And I turned the sound off. So.
Good morning and welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you are all here. We're going to stand together and sing ourselves in and celebrate being together.
Wakes you up, doesn't it? I'm glad to see you this morning. How is everybody? Yay, yay. Well, before we go any further, let's just pray in because, you know, we bookend everything we do in prayer. So let us pray. Knowing that there is one life, it is God's. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is everything in it. We know that we are some undivided part of that wholeness of God. We know that we are some thread in the tapestry of all life, that Spirit has saw fit to incarnate itself as all life everywhere, and we are part of that. And so is everyone and everything in the manifest universe. We know it is all good, it is all God, and so it is. So how you doing? How's everybody? Let me tell you about Vision. We are a Center for Spiritual Living. You all know that, right? Yay. Okay, good. We know prayer changes things, right? Yes, okay. And what Ernest Holmes said at the beginning of his ministry, he said at the end of his ministry. It didn't change, that we live in a reflective universe, right? That there is a power and presence in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it, is what he said. And I would add to that, and it can use us, because that's really what happens, right? That power and presence that flows through us and changes conditions around us based on our most predominant thoughts. That's what we do here. Yes? Good. Oh, I'm so glad. We are in agreement. We have licensed practitioners all around the room and ministers who are here to pray with us and know the truth for us all the time, all year, every day. Please raise your hand, practitioners and ministers. Yay, look at these beautiful people around the room. These are the ones to call. These are the ones to go to at the end of celebration today. They'll be at the front of the room. These are the ones that you can come and say, hey, would you pray with me or for me or whatever. If you've come with a challenge on your heart, please don't leave here today without getting prayer support, you know, just like a little, hey, I want prayer. It's so good and it's so life-changing and it's so affirmative. That is what we do here, a 5-step affirmative prayer taught to us by the founder himself, Ernest Holmes. That is what we do, and we know that it changes lives. So thank you for making a space for prayer to change your life. And I want to tell you something else. It absolutely fills the practitioner as well. This is one of those things where we both go away healed. Does that make sense? When you give us the opportunity to pray for you, not only do you go away healed, but the practitioners and the ministers go away healed as well. It is living the calling on our hearts, so it is a blessing to ourselves as well as to you, and it changes things. So please do that. Please come and see the practitioners and the ministers up here in the front of the room at the end of this celebration. We just love praying. That's what we do. Oh, I want to show you something else. Visitors packet. If you're visiting Vision, if you're new, if you don't know anything about us, or if you even know everything about us, take a visitor's packet. Find out more about us. Share with your friends. Invite people to come on in and be healed as well. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be great if you were like a child and just walking in here and just finding this, right? You know, what do they say? It's easier to build a child than to repair an adult. I love that. Right? You share it. Share the information. Have people come in. It's a wonderful thing. Oh, sorry. And there's also a greeting on the front. Let's say it together right now. You ready? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And now turn to somebody and tell them, welcome, glad you're here. So lovely. They're chatty today. You're chatty today. I love it. I love the energy, right? The energy is really high in the room. I'm going to turn it over now to James Vandenberg, who is our choir director and also our celebration singer leader. And he's going to lead us in our centering song to prepare us for a 5-minute meditation. Thank you. Take it away.
God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love that I am. God's the love I am.
Good morning. My name is Catherine Flanagan, and I am a licensed spiritual counselor here at Vision. Please take these quotations into your heart as we move into the silence and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of the 5-minute meditation. And the first quote we have is from Pablo Picasso. Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. And the second is from our founder, Ernest Holmes. Whether we know it or not, our mind is the mind of God in us, and that is why it is creative. The memorial candle is burning today for Gary Hagstrom, father of Vision member Barbara Cox. Gary made his transition this past week, and knowing that God is everything and that we are one with this universal force, I know that Gary is continuing his journey because God is everything and nothing, and God never dies. And knowing this, knowing our oneness with this eternal spirit, I know that we are all united. We are all united as one cloth. We are all different threads in the cloth, unique in our own way, as Spirit expresses and experiences through us. And I know that today, as we go about our lives, that we are living in a world of abundance and joy, happiness, sincerity, goodness, clarity, and that all of these wonderful, wonderful feelings, wonderful desires of ours are all fulfilled, and that as we go through this week, it gets better and better, because every day is good day to get, every day is a good day to be a good day. Just as every week is a good week to be a good week, every month a good month to be a good month, and every year to be a good year. So I know that this is traveling through us, this love, this guidance, this joy, this happiness, that the service today will be great. I am grateful for all the people who have made this possible, all of the volunteers, the music team, for Miranda, and for our speaker. And I'm grateful for this. I say thank you, and as God is, I am. And please say with me, and so it is.
Well, the person you ask for a lot is our soloist today. So we're thrilled to have Moriah Angeline Good here, and I'm going to say she's great.
You don't have to feel brave to be brave. I don't have to feel strong to be strong. We don't have to feel inspiring to inspire. Remember when the road is tough and long, even a small star shines in the darkness for someone somewhere to see. It lights the way for those in the distance. That's what your courage means to me. Maybe there are times you feel lonely, like no one sees the world the way you do. Remember, each of us is made uniquely, and no one ever sees their own magnitude. Even a small star shines in the darkness for someone somewhere to see. It lights the way for those in the distance. That's what your courage means to me. So don't be afraid to be a little brilliant. Don't be be afraid to shine in someone's eyes. If we can trust the gifts that sometimes make us different, then we can all learn to shine, shine, shine. Even a small star shines in the darkness for someone somewhere to see. It lights the way for those in the distance. That's what your courage means to me. It lights the way for those in the distance. That's what your courage means to me.
So the last time Brother Tetteh was speaking to us here at Vision, my hair was brown. So I would like to bring up Wendy Cavaney. She's going to tell us what he's been doing in the interim. Thank you. Welcome, Wendy.
Feels like old home week. Yeah, I think my hair was a lot blonder. What can I say about Brother Ishmael Tetteh? He's known as guru, teacher, beloved, daddy, mystic. There's so many things I can say, but I brought up this piece of paper to keep me on track because I could go on for hours. He's a businessman that had the third largest computing company in Ghana, West Africa, turned spiritual leader. It was a calling. And now he is the founder of the Ethereum mission in West Africa, in Ghana, Accra. And that has been in existence for 50 years. And I don't know if you're familiar with the surroundings, but metaphysical church, basically a religious science type church in that area, is not well received. And he's been standing for that long. So I'm going to read a little bit so I can stay on track, because I can go on, like I said. He has been devoted to transformation of the human consciousness through the spirit and the teachings and laws of principles of nature. He's spent his lifetime studying and observing and learning from nature. And a matter of fact, that one of his books, the Essential Life Education, is a requirement in the University of Malawi for all freshmen to take, so that they know who and what they are and how they operate in the world. From this study of his nature, he's uncovered the sources of human suffering, and he's found solutions. So discovering these laws of nature that govern us, and from the ancient wisdom that has revealed to him, he's developed tools and technologies that show us how to live harmonious lives filled with joy, purpose, abundance, and peace. And as we know, with inner peace, we'll experience outer peace. His goal is to bring indigenous teachings and nature's principles of empowerment to 1% of the world's population, which will be a tipping point for world peace. So if we have it within, we'll have it without. And without further ado, I just want to say one more thing, because I really believe that Brother Ishmael is the epitome of the real thing. And there are many people out there, and I've seen him in many, many situations over the past 17 years that I've experienced him. And this doesn't do anything. You really need to just experience him. And so you're going to get that treat right now for the next 20, 30 minutes. Without further ado, Brother Ishmael Tetteh and the Master Artist title.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, beloved family. It looks like I'm here again, back to my family. Thank you. I believe the last time I was here was 2011 in the old place. And miraculously, my beloved Dr. Kavanagh discovered some of the pictures that we took in that time, just a week ago. So it looks like divinely, life is inviting me to be here with this family once again. Thank you for the space, the love, the joy that is here. I can already feel it in the music. Wow. My topic for the theme that you have a very bold theme, gentleness. Wow. What does gentleness mean? And my theme to address this noble topic is the master artist. Who is this master artist? And in what way do we align ourselves with the master artist? But first, let me tell you, I'm a universal citizen. I come from Africa, and nature is my teacher. If it is true, you should be able to confirm it in nature. If it's not nature confirmed, let me check my time so I don't go. You know, we have such a powerful, big topic, gentleness. You invited me to fly from Ghana's 17.5 hours, 17,000 miles to be here, and I'm tall, and you're giving me 30 minutes to address such a powerful topic. But I'll do the best I can. If something is true, spiritually, socially, psychologically, physically, or financially, you should be able to prove it in nature. Otherwise, it will give you temporary palliative result, and you'll return to the pain. I don't know how humanity got it wrong, that we are human beings endowed with intelligence and power, and nature is something out there that we just have to exploit and use for ourselves. Amass all of the health in the world. We were born with nothing, but we use nature, exploit nature, use it to our advantage, and then at the end of the day, we die and we have nothing. How did we get it that wrong? Even a new thought that I came to discover since 1996 when I met with Dr. Michael Beckwith. It's a whole story. I didn't call myself New Thought. We are just Ethereans, from the English word ethereal, meaning heaven. So anchoring heaven on earth. If you don't experience heaven now, you won't experience it after death. And some people are waiting to experience heaven after death. When life is eternal, how can there be death? So we cannot talk about life even after death, because life never ends. We can talk about life evolving you to the next level of life. And that's what you've been doing from the womb life. Some few years ago, about 150 years ago, you were just a spiritual idea in the universe. Then this spiritual idea incarnated itself in phase 2 of your evolution in the womb. So you had a womb life, phase 2. When you were in phase 2, you had only one assignment, one occupation, to develop organs for phase 3. Eyes, ears, nose. Am I speaking nature? Yes, to develop organs for phase 3. Now we are in phase 3. And we know that soon we shall exit phase 3 to phase 4, which is the soul life. Question: how rich are you? How many organs have you developed? How well are your organs developed? Because in phase 2, if you did not develop some of your organs, you'll still be born with the organs developed or undeveloped anyway. Here we are in phase 3, and we're going to phase 4, the soul world, the spirit world, with what riches. So for us to step into life, we need to ask ourselves, where are we now? Gentleness is the state of having an assured awareness of who and what you are, where you are going, and harnessing your mind, feeling, and your senses to a focused awareness of what your next step is. That brings you to a state of gentleness. Gentleness means you are now kind to yourself. You are no more trapped in what my mother did to me when I was a child. You're no more trapped in the mistakes you have made in the past. You are no more described by any error of the past. You simply knowing that you are participating with the wonderment and the beauty of life, that despite whatever situation you find yourself, there is a master artist that is drawing and writing its story with your life. And you have no right to punctuate the story of God for your life. The master artist. Check life. It's a beautiful life. Imagine yourself in these mountains in the summer day and having some drizzles of water on you. It's refreshing, beautiful. Turn around, look at fresh new faces every day. It's really sad to see people sad when there's so much beauty by the master artist. In my days, before child abuse was invented, I recall in school, our teacher gave a big canvas to one of my mates to draw hibiscus flower. And the teacher came round and saw some dark spots splashed on the canvas. He went in and took cane and whipped this boy some good lashing. I asked you to draw hibiscus flower. What are you painting these black spots here? Please, teacher, he cried, I'm drawing hibiscus flower. When I finish, you will see. I want you to know, whatever state you find yourself, life is drawing something beautiful with your life. When life finishes, you will see life handiwork that you are. Life is drawing something beautiful with your life. And when he finished, it was a beautiful hibiscus flower. He's chosen to start with the dark streaks. So what is life doing with your life? We need to ask life. As a universal citizen, nature as my teacher, whenever I mention certain words, please permit me to give you some definition of what I mean. When I talk about God, I don't mean that old bearded man in the sky who is very kind and good. But when you do wrong, he's going to roast you in fire. I don't mean that man. When I talk about God, whenever I mention it, I'm talking about the creative love intelligence that runs through life. I'm talking about the body of nature. In African spirituality, we don't have God and something. We have God as all things. This is why we have reverence for the rivers, the lakes, the lagoons, the forest. We have holy days when we don't go to farming because the land has to be blessed. I recall my early days of spiritual awakening, and I have to go and bless the rivers according to the direction of spirit. And no, to me that was fetish, because we've been brainwashed to believe that everything African is evil. So I wouldn't want to go and do it. Then Spirit spoke to me. What makes it right to bless the fish on your table, but wrong to bless the source of the fish? When that wisdom sank into me, I went and blessed the rivers. Is my accent good so far? I have learned a few things Americanese, so I know how to say more multivitamin and not multivitamin. I've known how to say blinker and not trafficator. So I trust that you can capture my accent. However, carry on and listen to me from the heart. So there's a master artist that is writing a beautiful story with your life. This thing called nature is the very body of God. When I speak of nature, I'm not speaking of little forests and shrubs and rivers. I'm speaking of who you are and expanding to the infinite universe. I'm bringing you to remembrance of who and what you are. Find your true identity, and you will be the gentleness of life itself. We have learned that the power is within you, and I want to add that the path to the power within you is without, through nature. If nature does not testify of the power, you cannot find it. The power is within. Somebody say, the power is within me. But the path is without. Yes. Nature gives us evidence of the power presence of this thing we call God. When you have the evidence, then doubts are dissolved. I want to bring you to remembrance that you are not created beings created here to fend for yourself. We have not been created by anything, any power, and put here to fend for ourselves. As the waves have emerged from the ocean, you have emerged from the creative love intelligence that we choose to call life. As the waves have emerged from the ocean with the watery and the salty nature of the ocean, you have emerged from the creative love intelligent life with all the abilities, capabilities of what you have come from. What you have come from is the testimony of who and what you are. So bring yourself to awareness. At least little observation will tell you that you came from your parents, who came from their parents, who came from their parents to the first parents, who came from the elements of fire, water, earth, and air. If there's a universal God, the universal God in the federal state of the universe is God on the earth through the air you breathe, through the water you drink, the sun that shines on you, the earth that produces food. How did you get it wrong to think you are a living being, but the soil that produced the food for you to eat is non-living? We are living beings in living universe, beautiful beings in the beautiful universe, and we need to awaken to it. When we awaken to it, we'll ask ourselves, so what is it all about? How come I arrived here? From phase 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to phase 4. And I bring you once again to remembrance. When you came, you had nothing. You came with nothing. Now we live in life, and all we're looking for is to have. Have wife, have husband, have properties, have money, exploit, have gold, have diamond, have, and then you die and you don't have any of them. That will tell you something is missing. Return to the gentleness. Today, I see people in misery, confusion, pain, anxiety, worry. And you wonder, why is it so? It's just because we are in the world of having. And the having, there's nothing wrong in having. By all means, have a lot of money, a lot of friends. But what is it all about, and for what? One key word is evolve. The soul is here to evolve. That's what you did in the womb. And then you were born. You were obeying one law of life. Evolve. Evolve. So having is to simply evolve who and what you are. You've come from something, and you are the instrument through which the infinite is expanding and expressing itself. You must therefore feel that you are very important. It is through you that life is bringing itself to its beauty. Please come to this awareness. You are not created being. You are a unit of this thing called life. And life as a whole can never sabotage itself. Life can only afford to succeed, fulfill, and evolve itself. Evolution is seeking to happen through you. And if you allow it, something wonderful is about to emerge with your next breath. When we resist it, then we are in anxiety, worry, tension, fears, and all of that. That's why I feel sad, the human being. You are not here for you. Did I say that? I say you are not here for you. No one is here for himself. You are here for the life, the universal life that is seeking to express itself as you. When you capture this vision, you no more see you as this tiny little thing here. You begin to realize that you are a divine cosmic idea that is seeking its expression. And you are willing to explode every moment. Even if you were in your exit bed in the hospital, you are joyous. Even if your skin is being eaten by worms, you are satisfied knowing that something much bigger than me is writing a wonderful story with my life. Your inner awareness is that something that is bigger than me is handling my life. Please come to the awareness that when you were born, it was not your prayers that provided your mother's breast milk. Your prayers, your affirmations, your decrees did not provide your mother's breast milk. Life went ahead of you, providing what you needed before you needed it. That tells you that it is life's law to always go ahead of you, providing your needs before you would need them. And every need is an invitation to claim what life has already provided. Is somebody here with me? So somebody say after me, life goes ahead of me. Providing what I need before I needed it. And this is not an affirmation. This is declaration of truth. Because you have evidence of it. I had wall brackets for flat screen television before I thought of buying a flat screen television. Life went ahead of me, providing what I needed before I needed it. Once I have evidence of this, and I make the declaration, life goes ahead of me, providing what I need before I needed it. If I sound it several times with the evidence, I am connecting to that law in the universe that knows it must go ahead of me, providing what I need before I needed it. Connected to this law, I can now apply my needs, and it will be doing it. And I've done so in my life. If I'll tell you, it's a whole story. So there are laws in life, simple laws of nature. And that's why I told you the power is within, but the path is where? Without. Now I have the path, the evidence, which I can see, smell, taste, touch, hear, externally, that truly life goes ahead of me. It does so, it did so for me, for the cat, for the dog. So it is a universal law, a universal frequency, and you can tune into it. When you do this, you are now enhancing your evolution. You are fulfilling your evolution. What am I all here for? To evolve. Evolve what? Evolve the qualities that I have come from. So I bring you to remembrance that you've come from a creative, love, intelligent universe. You have come from a creative, love, intelligent universe. And if I'll go further, I'll say you come from a powerful, purposeful, spontaneous, creative, love, intelligent universe. And this is not an affirmation, it's a declaration. Because I can prove to you that it's a powerful universe. Recently, when even it pressed a button called COVID-19, we were all shaking, isn't it? So it's a powerful universe. The power of love, the power of joy. It's a creative universe. We see creativity in the atom. Two particles of a hydrogen atom meet with oxygen atom to form water molecule. I have evidence. I can see it. I can smell it. I can taste it. So I know that it's a creative universe. Even the atom, the nucleus of the atom, is holding all of the electrons together. That's the force of love. So it's a loving universe. Is it true? It's an intelligent universe. So it knows how many electrons it must keep in orbit. And we see the same thing reflected. Mother Earth is a loving planet. Somebody say it's a loving universe. It's a loving universe. How do I know? The force of gravity is the spiritual arms of Mother Earth holding you. Then the sun, with its spiritual arms, is holding the planets. Then the center of the Milky Way galaxy, with its force of love. So we are living in evidential fields of love. When you hold these evidences without, you can connect to the frequency of that love. Hence, the power is within, but the power is where? Without. You have the evidences. Universal, empirical evidences. That's what African spirituality is about. To give you the evidences of the presence. So you begin to evolve your soul qualities. You see, gentleness is a state of inner assurance. And when that assurance is established, you are naturally tolerant with life. You see, tolerance is not the process of enduring the pains and the wrongs of people. Tolerance is a process of enlarging your heart to the degree that you are able to expand you vertically and horizontally, and you become the corrected versions of the wrongs that you see. Am I making sense? Let me go over. Tolerance is not you enduring the wrongs and the pains of others. Tolerance is you being able to expand your love. The person who hurts you was giving you an opportunity to expand your love. How else can you know that you are a loving person unless somebody steps on your toe? So you are not to be scattered and all over the place because somebody said something, did something. How else can you know? But when you exercise the tolerance, you are expanding your love. You are realizing that this is another instrument, this is another unit from where I've come from. This unit needs my assistance. You see, every human being is a land in which you evolve your soul. The good I do to you, for you, is me planting me in you. We are connected psychically. So when I do some good to you, for you, I'm actually planting the good I am in you, and I'm becoming a bigger soul. So the wrong you do is an invitation for me to do some right, to be the example of some right beyond everybody's expectation. Am I making sense to everyone? And in so doing, you evolve your soul. So let me tell you, if someone has wronged you from childhood, and you have not used that opportunity, please go and beg the person to do the wrong again. Tell the person, hurt me again. What did I say? Tell the person, hurt me again. Because we are here to evolve. And when you have evolved to that degree, when I was able to handle your pain, when it gets to your pain, it doesn't mean anything to me any longer. I'm now in absolute gentleness. Go out now and tell the sun, you are dark, dark, dark. Will it become dark? because it knows itself. When you are in that state of assured self-knowing, that is gentleness. You no more keep worrying about what people are doing in their track. They are running in their track, and you are concerned about how they are throwing their legs in their tracks, and you are not concentrating on your own track and how you are running in your track. You are a big enough subject of the cosmos to be concerned about you than to worry about how somebody else is running in their tracks. When you are conscious of how you are evolving, you will naturally, intuitively understand others. You will know that though they are in beautiful coats and dresses, walking in their beautiful cars or driving their beautiful cars, they may be broken souls. You are the healing presence. Somebody say, I'm the healing presence. So when you meet with all of their errors, their pains, you know that life is simply inviting you to be a healing presence to them. And when you find out that you are not strong enough to handle, go back to God. What did I say? Go back to God and ask for support. And how do you do it? The universal God, creative love intelligence of the entire universe, is God on earth through the air you are breathing. What gives you life is life. I say through the air you are breathing. Sorry, let me make a correction. Through the air that is breathing you. Because you don't breathe. The air breathes you in and out. If you breathe, you can stop breathing. If you like, try. Somebody say, the air is breathing me. Now say, God is breathing me. How does it feel? The air is breathing you. The universal God is God on earth as life. Life is the air you are breathing. Life is the water you are drinking. Life is the earth you are walking on. These make your life possible. Life is the sun. So evoke God in the elements. Let me share with you a simple spiritual or mystical practice that will connect you to the power presence that you have come from. And you may do this in the morning, ideally first in the morning and last thing in the evening if it's possible. All right? The elements fire, water, earth, and air, bonded by ether, is the presence of life on the earth. Now, let me get it underway. Even if you think that these are inanimate things, how can air be inanimate when you are animate, when the air is giving you life? Even if you think they are inanimate things, that's also all right. When somebody does good to you, do you say thank you? I don't hear you. When somebody does something good for you, do you say thank you? Is it good to say thank you? When was the last time you said thank you to the air? Or to the earth? Or to the water? The elements also come as male, female. The fire, that's it, represented by the sun, and the air, they form the male elements. And then the earth and the water, they form the female elements. And they are bonded by ether. So why don't you wake up and then evoke the power of God, the health of God, the wisdom of God? Put yourself in your meditation position and simply invite Spirit of the air, breathe me with the health of God. And then be still. And taking that breath, knowing that you are not breathing the presence of God's health. Spirit of the air, universal life-giving energy of the universe, breathe and feed me with the energy of joy. Try it and see. And you feel the breath you are taking now has different taste, different smell, different energy. Do the same for each of the elements. Spirit of the sun, feed me now. You, are the sole custodian of our system. Spirit of the sun, feed me with transforming wisdom. And now, take that breath. So in the same breath, you are breathing in the sun. Always do the water, do the mother, then the father. Now let's see the mother. Have in your hand a glass of water. That is mother, yes? Hold it in both hands So there's reverence. And then evoke the same way, pray the same way. Spirit of the waters, feed me with whatever you desire. Simple. And now drink it, and you will notice that we are drinking a different energy. I've used this in my healing ministry over the past 50 years. I taught this simply. And here is, you can do the same thing for the earth. Though you are drinking water, you are evoking the earth. Am I making sense? So you evoke the Father, either the air or the sun or the fire, then you evoke the mother. And then you drink that water. Now here is a deep secret. I don't know why Spirit is telling me to speak this year. These are taught to my mistakes. You cannot eat when your tongue is touching your palate. And when your tongue is touching your palate while doing this, it is connecting you to a certain frequency in the universe, what we call your human line. Your human line is in alignment with you. Just your tongue touching your palate whilst you do this simple exercise. So if you are seeking for evolution in any of your areas, don't think of God outside there you are praying to. Meet God in the water you are drinking. Meet God in the air you are breathing. Meet God in the earth. Everyone who knows me know that when I'm eating, I don't talk. You know, I'm eating. The food has come from fire, water, earth, and air. And they have planned it in a way with intelligence so I can make it taste nice. In the food that tastes nice, the elements are having romance with me. Why must I waste my romance time to talk to somebody else? God is having romance with me. Life is having romance with, don't you know that is what is happening? When you do this, you will step into your freedom. The human being, we are plugged with so many pains which have become solidified energy that is blocking us from experiencing the beauty of the universe. Life's beauty is seeking its expression through you. And believe me, if you will use these processes, and many more that I have, and you can remove these solidified blocks from your life, life's plan, life has no choice. I repeat, life has no choice but to express its beautiful artistry. You will either participate consciously or be dragged along. You will have to be a conscious tree in life's program, or you will be turned into a manure. The weeds are as important as the seeds in the farm of life. So, wake yourself up and choose to free you. This is one process by which you start connecting with life. Then your breath becomes a living energy. You now step out, having evoked fire, water, earth, and air. You now feel you radiantly perfect in the midst of the elements. When you step out, you are the perfect gentleness of life itself, an assured presence of the infinite. Whatever is happening to you, you know that it is for my highest good. Nothing is happening in your world except it is happening for your highest good. If you do not use it, the same pain will occur and recur. You can cry and cry. Life has no mercy because life is committed to its good. You must be part of the unit through which life is doing its good, or you suffer your own pain alone. Eventually, you will have to rise. Why wait for 10,000 years or 10,000 incarnations? Why don't you rise now? I believe you've heard my voice, have you? Thank you for listening. I'm done.
from the day we arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun. There's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. With the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky, keeps great and small on the endless round. It's the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's the leap of faith. It's the band of hope as we find our way on the path unwinding in the circle of life. Some of us fall by the wayside, and some of us soar to the stars. Some of us sail through our troubles, and some of us live with our scars. Some say eat or be eaten. Some say live and let live. But all are agreed as they join the stampede, you should never take more than you give. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding in the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune. It's the leap of faith. It's the band of hope till we find our way on the path unwinding. Yeah, it's the circle of life.
That's just lovely. I know, I need that, right? Now is our time for conscious circulation. I know we have cards. If you give online, there are cards in the little pocket in the chair in front of you that have that affirmations on them of abundance and wholeness and oneness and joy and all of that stuff. So that's there for you. If you are online giver, you can put in the basket in lieu of, so that you bring it into consciousness that you are giving always. You know, we're trying to outgive God here. We're trying to outgive God. Just try it. It can't be done. It just can't. So this is our time to just absolutely embrace those qualities of God called abundance and beauty and balance. And so this is one of the ways we do it. So if you please put your gift in your hand or bring your gift to mind if you do give online. We want you to just make it a conscious act. So going within in prayer, we know that God is abundance. It is a quality of God, just like freedom. just like joy, just like order and peace are qualities of God, and we know that they flow through us as us in the world when we become conscious of them, when we become conscious of these ideas, these qualities that are God, that are us, because there is no separation, there never has been, there never can be. So all of those qualities of God are qualities that flow through us into expression around us and as us. So giving thanks for these gifts, tithes, donations, knowing that as we give, so do we receive, that it is forever in that cycle, that we stand in the river of God's abundance, open-handed and open-hearted. And as we give, so we do receive. And so it is. I want to thank Brother Tetteh for his talk today. Awesome. Stirred. And more of that. He is coming back around in his Soul Freedom Tour. So he'll be back on the 17th and the 18th right here at Vision of May. So I know you want more of him, more of his talk, more of his tools to change lives. It says, embrace your next level. John will talk more about it. But just keep that in mind. Keep that weekend open. You're going to need to be here. Yay. Now, I have a miracle minute I just want to share with you. This is our time where we share the demonstrations of answered prayer. So this is from Donna. She said that she had an agency that she gets temp jobs from, and she looked, and they had an offer for her. She went to the interview, and they said, well, I don't know. We love your skills, and we want you to do something else. And so it's just fabulous the way it works out, right? So she kept describing what she does and what her skill set is, and they said, you know what? We're going to invent a job for you. And so they have a different opportunity for her, and it's just even better than the first one. And it's exactly what she wants and exactly the number of days a week and probably more money than the original job, right? And they're custom making it for her. And isn't that the way life is? I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that, Donna. I just love it. Okay, so I'm done. Please, if you've had a demonstration of answered prayer, email me so we can share it. It keeps us on our a spiritual path, doesn't it? Keeps us on our meditation cushion, keeps our practice going when we know that this works, that conditions change around us. Thank you so much. And now it is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
Thank you, Jim. Hello, everybody on the meet and greet. We are going to have meet and greet right after our celebration, so join us. We have practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. Hello to the community abroad and all over the world. We're from all over the world today, as a matter of fact. Intuition group, I want to mention we continue the intuition group led by Betty Brink, and I know there's a big group of them who are getting together. They do it live in Marjorie's room as well as online. If you want to get the link, go to our website and check that out. The lending library is available. Our lovely ladies have been putting together lots of books. So if you want to take one of the books that's in there, you'll see them in the back room over there, the back classroom. Check them out. See what's available. I know we're all big readers and avid here at Vision, so I'm really excited about all of the books that we have in there. Foundations class, last week I was wrong. You have the ability to still join, right, Reverend Patty? Yes. So if you want to join that, it's Mondays from 6:30 to 9:30. It's the introduction of Science of Mind and what we do here. If you want to see and be a part of that, it's online as well as in the room. No Place Like Homes is continuing Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Also online as well as in the room. Reverend Patty, I think this is our last week, 2 weeks to go?
This is our last
Yeah,
week with Dr. Holmes.
Dr. Holmes, and then you know what? She's got some other stuff coming up, so she might be going to Emma. You want to talk about it?
No, but we just thought, we loved Holmes' philosophy. We're going really, really deep with that. And then we thought, well, Emma Curtis Hopkins was his teacher, so let's go look at Emma and go very, very deep. I just got the newest book that they have reproduced, which is Esoteric Philosophy. You might be interested in that. We're going to go real deep together with Emma, and we're going to create the emanation.
The emanation. Take her down. Open mic night is this Wednesday this evening at 7 p.m. Join us. We have a really cool, Jim Bianchi plays a piano, and you can sing, you can do poetry, you can read. Come and be a part of that 7 p.m. And then we're having a movie on Thursday night called Driveways. It's kind of a story of a young man who's helping his aunt move, and he meets this really cool guy next door, and it's TK has recommended that. So if TK has recommended it's going to be a good movie. That starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday, and fresh popcorn as well. We're still looking for someone in youth ministry. If you want to help us in there, we're looking for someone to help support us. Also, our social media, we've talked about that a little bit too. Somebody to help us in growing in the social media side. If that's you, come and see me. I'd like to talk to you about it. Prayer shawl group. So in 2 weeks, Catherine Flanagan, who did the wonderful prayer for us today, is leading a little bit. She's going to be getting a group together right after our celebration in one of our classrooms, and she's going to be putting together prayer shawls. I'm going to be handing them out to those, maybe some cancer patients or homeless people or something. So if you want to be a part, Catherine's available right after celebration to talk. Also, the Healing Arts and Psychic Fair is going to be on May 11th. It's on Saturday. It goes from like 10 to 4. It's going to be really fantastic. It's our third or fourth. Maria, what is this one? Third one. So if you want to be a part and see Maria or Ann Dinopoli, and if not, let the community outside know about it. We put it up on Facebook for an event, so share that. Also, so next week, Reverend Patty will be back. Her talk title is Quiet Power, and we have the Higher Vision Choir who's going to be with us. Good stuff. How about Moriah Angeline today? What a voice. Man, she's so good. Love having Moriah. So, Brother Ishmael, your microphone's on. You are going to do this workshop and it's on May 17th and 18th. It's on a Friday and Saturday. Give us a brief idea. What are we covering on that workshop?
Oh, put on the spot. Okay. You know, if you will imagine, recently I was with a patient in my consulting room with 2 children. In a matter of 5 minutes, I had several, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. We take this for granted. Then no, you cannot have what you want to have. You cannot be what you want to be. You cannot do what you want to do. Becomes a psychic of our being. Unknown to each one of you, you are vibrating, I can't have what I want. I can't be what I must be. If this psychic block is not removed, you are vibrating, announcing, I can't have. How can your prayers work? How can your meditations, affirmations work when you are blocked by your own psychic programming that you can't have? The program is about removing this block so you are now open to the natural flow of the goodness of the universe. Miracles happen within this work, sometimes right instantly in the session. So we'll be giving live sessions with animations showing you how everything works. And normally within 9 days, we start having the raving. And from the moment to the end, we start having raving reviews by the 9th day. Dr. Mensah once said, I came after the first session, and I'm feeling like a heavy brick wall has been lifted off me. That's what will happen to anyone participating in this program. Lift up the block, what is blocking you. It's like frozen, solidified trauma block. It's around everyone, and we don't know. Remove it and experience the goodness of the universe. Life meant it good already.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Brother Ishmael. So, as a special little promo, so this workshop is 2 days. They're offering a discount today. And go see, Brother Ishmael has some books over there and some other stuff. See it, and the workshop is for 2 days. This thing's worth thousands of dollars, and they're giving us a really good deal. So check it out, and Brother Ishmael will be right here back in this space on the 17th and 18th. Thanks for everything. Thanks, guys.
Now we're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmations. Holy moly, that type is really tiny. We are going to say these affirmations. This is about the truth of us. We're just going to ground in that truth and know that this power of spirit flows. Thank you, practitioners and ministers, for coming up to the front of the room. Be ready for prayer after we sing out. And we're going to say these affirmations together. You ready? You with me? Okay. The artist is already present within me. I make progress every day. My life impacts and inspires others. Oh my God, we love 3, don't we? Well, we love all of them. I don't know what I say. I think number 1 and number 3. How about that? You ready? Okay. The artist is already present within me. My life impacts and inspires others. Absolutely. Let us pray. Giving great thanks for this day, for this speaker, for the wisdom that has flowed through this place. Giving great thanks for spirit present within each and every one of us, knowing that that power and presence is the truth of us. There is nothing else true about us but that we are the outpicturing, an activity of spirit in form. I give great thanks for this truth. I know this. We dwell in this truth always. And we go out from this place and we are the light of the world. We are that place where others are healed in our presence. I give great thanks for this joy, this love, this truth. And so it is.
And so it is.
On earth, and yes, it begins.